and look what happens when we do this tabletop pattern. The price doesn't shoot straight up. It's not just always just green candles, but before that major correction, you had this tabletop pattern for a while, and that's that movement you get. What is up, guys? Norse Digital Assets coming at you with another video. This video is going to be on CKB. We are over 1,000 subscribers now, so shout out to a lot of the CKB crew. That's a big part of the subscriptions going over 1,000, so shout out to them. Thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you for the likes and the comments. Keep that up, because the more likes and comments and subscribers on this channel, the more that YouTube continues to recommend my videos on CKB. And the more YouTube recommends my videos on CKB, the more attention on CKB. And that's going to be very helpful in the bull run, especially when people are FOMOing in later in this bull run. FOMO, the fear of missing out. There's going to be people jumping in it when they see CKB at a much higher price. We had a mention about CKB Nervos network actually on BitBoy Crypto the other day, a very large channel. I believe he has around 1.3 million subscribers on YouTube alone. One of the biggest channels, if not the biggest, on YouTube. He said the other day, I couldn't find the exact clip right now to show it to you, but just believe me, I listened to him the other day, and he said that he likes CKB. Those were the words out of his mouth, so that's good. And later, if you get this price action on a CKB, obviously you can get a lot more channels talking about them, bringing more attention to them, and realize maybe they should have got some a little earlier if they didn't have any. But we are early to the party. We've been early to the party, and there's going to be people late to the party later. At any rate, if you're a CKB fan or a fan of any of the other coins I cover, ADA, XRP, VeChain, HBAR, and API3, I've been becoming extremely bullish on HBAR day by day. The chart looks beautiful on there. If I cover any of the coins that you do hold, click subscribe down here in the bottom right hand corner. You can see my logo in the bottom right corner. Click my logo and click subscribe, or click subscribe below and hit the bell notification so that you know when I release videos. And later in this bull run, we're going to go live. So have your alerts set. Let's dive into the CKB chart first and foremost. So on the chart here on the daily, I remember I had a video about CKB. If it lost support at that 1.1 cent, it would fall to 1 cent, which is actually doesn't sound like a lot, but here's the thing, it is. That is the difference of a 10%, 11% difference in your dollar cost averaging. So for a certain amount of money, the difference between 1 cent and 1.1 cent is going to be the difference between a large amount of coins, of how much you would receive for that certain amount of money. So anyways, 11% is a big difference if you're dollar cost averaging in. But we didn't even lose that support. We didn't even need 1 cent. No big deal. We found 1.1 cent to be a nice level support and moved back up. So that is good. Also on the daily, what do we have going on? We look like we're about to go on the MACD here, like we're about to get some bullish signs here, a bullish movement out of the MACD right here. And also the stock RSI, what we could experience with the stock RSI now that it's coming out of this blue band and getting up here, we could create this tabletop type pattern where you can see here it let's just draw on this, comes up, creates this tabletop pattern before coming back down on that correction, that major correction. Sometimes it's needed, but look at the dotted lines on my cursor. You can see the dotted lines if you look up, and look what happens when we do this tabletop pattern. The price doesn't shoot straight up. It's not just always just green candles, but before that major correction, you had this tabletop pattern for a while, and that's that movement you get. So stock RSI is looking good. Also on the RSI, we have obviously broke out of this descending pattern nicely, and we've come up, and you can see it down here. It might be kind of hard to see all the way down here, but you can see you've come off this point, You can see how you were hitting your head on that trend line. You've come out and you're way away from it. You've stayed away from it. So that's good. But let's go. This is another indicator here. Let's just take a look at the 4-hourly here. What do we have? Let's reset the chart. What do we have? We finally got that buy signal. Not financial advice, but we got a buy signal again on the 4-hourly. The bullish cross there where the 20 EMA comes over the 55. That's good. We obviously do have some resistance, and the resistance, you can see it all through here. Are we creating sort of an ascending triangle? It sort of looks like it, but if I place a line about there, I mean, you can see between wicks and candle bodies just through here, it looks to be that 1.38 cents looks to be a level of resistance that we've hit on a number of times in the recent past. And what you would want is you'd want to come above that 1.38 and then come back, test it as support, and turn it into support instead of resistance, and that's to get towards your next leg up. If we can get some volume and some nice movements out of CKB, that is a buy signal after all on the 4-hourly. We haven't had one of those in a while. We had the fake out there, and that was September 19th. And if we kind of scroll back a little ways, this was the bearish cross, so that's not one. Here was the officially the last buy signal on the 4-hourly, which is September 1st, it looks like, because here was a fake out, like it was going to be a bearish cross, and it wasn't. It was just a major correction. Here was the bearish cross, and here was a fake out for a bullish cross. So our last bullish cross on the 4-hourly time frame was September 1st, and we just got one, it looks like, on October 3rd. So that would be yesterday. So we'll see what happens with that. That's a good sign. Not financial advice, but that's a buy signal on the 4-hourly. So that's what we got going on with CKB. There's not much else to say on the chart with CKB. In the long term, what we would like to do is sell CKB towards the top of this bull run. And then later, during the bear cycle, when everything is down, 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 we would like to buy towards the bottom of a double bottom, something like a double bottom, but on the daily chart. And that's what we'd like to see. The Bitcoin stock to flow here on Glassnode. We have, let's see here, October 5th, October 4th right now. We have the price at $49,231, yet the stock to flow ratio, 109,862. These models on Glassnode are pretty accurate at predicting what is to come. For example, buying at the end of a long red run, and when it's about to turn blue is a great time to acquire many coins. So look for that in the future. This is the stock to flow ratio on Glassnode. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, anytime you have a nice stretch of red and then you're about to turn blue is a time to buy. That's just one indicator of many. It's not like that's all you're going to use to say, hey, I want to buy this coin. There's many other factors, obviously, but it's part of that wave-like structure, that those wave-like forms that create upward movement in crypto, and then you have those massive corrections back. So the Nervos network here, Cardano weekly recap. This was posted by the Nervos network on Twitter, but this is updated from October 1st. And here we go, Nervos Sunday Swap Partnership, very cool. And Nervos joins the UTXO Alliance, which is sort of like an advanced version of the Bitcoin blockchain. So Cardano kind of built on a similar blockchain to Bitcoin's original design, but obviously upgraded and created in a much more advanced way. It's much more advanced, the UTXO, but pretty cool. Anyone sleeping on Cardano and Nervos joining the UTXO Alliance, and I hope Charles Hoskinson in the future speaks more on Nervos or drops some news on Nervos. That could be huge, especially as Cardano and Charles gain popularity. The man is already very rich. He could slowly become... I think Charles Hoskinson can slowly become a more polarizing figure as time goes on. more and more polarizing, gaining more attention, and attention follows money. A lot of the times, even if that attention is bad, money follows attention. So we'll see what happens with that. Cardano integrates Chainlink oracles for real-time market data. I'm about to do a video on Chainlink next, I believe. I did pick up some Chainlink. And Cody is Cardano official JED issuer, and JED is going to be the future stablecoin on the Cardano blockchain. So that is very cool. Anybody sleeping on JED as a stablecoin, and anybody sleeping on this not being more massive news coming out of Cardano is, I don't know what's wrong with them. That's my opinion. This is all just very bullish news here from Nervos. I showed you the charts. The charts look pretty good. Nervos should have a nice run in it in the future. I wouldn't mind grabbing a little more Nervos. The only reason I wouldn't is because I am diversifying more and more. I already have about 20 coins. I would like more Nervos. I would also like to acquire some more micro cap and small cap coins just for some of those massive gains possibly later in this bull run that those can sometimes offer. And CKB might be one of them that offers those massive gains also. So it's likely. So we'll see what happens with all that. None of this is financial advice. This is just an update on CKB and what I see and what's kind of going on. So we're over 1,000 subscribers now. That's good news for this channel. It's going to continue to grow and get recommended more and more by YouTube now. And everything is looking pretty good right now. Bitcoin is in a sort of a supply shock right now. We'll see what happens with that. Everyone is calling for a bull run at this point, which is somewhat worrying because when the consensus across the board is that we're going to have a Q4 bull run, it's almost too obvious, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we just get this nice bull run and bullish movement anyways. That's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I think is going to happen. So it'll be developing. So that's going to be it for this video. If you haven't subscribed yet and you like CKB, that doesn't make any sense. Click subscribe below and subscribe to this channel. Click like. Let me know where you're watching from in the world. We have at least 44 different countries watching this channel now at this time. Even out of Vietnam, I believe. I had around 100 people watching my videos out of Vietnam, watching for around 3 or 4 minutes average duration view time. So it's not like they clicked the video for 10 or 20 seconds and then clicked off. No, they stuck on the video for a while. So we got about 44 countries, at least 44 countries, probably more by now. I'd have to check again, but we have a lot of people watching this channel now. It's slowly growing, so things are looking good. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. We're going to cover more stuff. Browse around my channel, see if I do videos on any of the coins you hold. I think Chainlink's up next. That's going to be it. Say something below. Drop a comment where you're watching from. And that's it for this video. We'll see you next time. See ya.